guys like the show, you gonna love this part because a lot of people been waiting on this.
You know
Exactly.
Wait a minute. I gotta change my background.
Oh, she gonna change her background? Okay. Y'all know what's coming up, right?
Should I
The
say
part
stay
we've been
in
waiting
your
for.
lane?
CoCo ain't going nowhere. Okay? Because we got some explaining to do. because
Let me grab my chair because I want to sit down.
Wait, I gotta put my glasses on now. So that I can answer this, so I can hear. I gotta put these glasses on so I can hear. You know, y'all don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Disclaimer.
Please do disclaimer.
Don't be texting me. Don't be emailing me. Don't be Facebook messaging me because you don't like something I'm gonna say. Because, I'm saying it in humor, but I'm telling you the truth. All right, so let's have some fun. Lex told me some questions came in.
A lot.
So a lot of questions came in, but we just gonna do a couple of questions tonight. So
Okay, well, I'm panicking because I got so many questions, and it's like, okay, so where's the questions here? I put a few of them. Where's the one that got the final?
Don't read the wrong one.
In the DJ Project 2020.
I sent you an email, girl.
Yeah, I got an email. I was just looking for it in the 2020, so that's what my problem was. Okay, so you ready?
I'm ready. Are y'all ready?
That's the question. It popped off my screen. Okay, hang on just a sec. Here we go.
If she doesn't get to your question today, then maybe on another episode.
If we don't get to your question, it's coming. We gonna spend some time together. We can't talk about everything tonight, but we gonna talk about a couple of things that we.
There's so many questions. It's like, how did you guys even narrow it down to these? And I got them all. Okay, here we go. We ready?
I'm ready.
The three questions, the ones we picked, or I'm not gonna say we, Lex, right?
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Lady CoCo, what is the most important question to ask on a first date?
Okay, what is the most important question to ask on a first date? How many of y'all want to know this answer?
Make or break. What is the first question that you ask?
Okay, here. This is most important. No, this is for real. Do you see something you like on the menu? Now, this is why I'm saying that. By the time somebody asks you out for a first date, haven't you had enough conversation to just let it unfold naturally? Like, you're gonna know before you go on the first date, is he or is she a witness, a JW? Are you gonna know that? Because if you don't know that, are you going out with him? Serious? Are you
But this person's asking, what's the most important? Like, of all the things
I'm about to tell you. Here's some important questions to ask. Do you see something you like on the menu? Apple or Android? Now, that's a potential deal breaker because for people who know how I feel about Apple,
CoCo,
they know. Apple or Android? I need to know where you stand. Coke or Pepsi? Coke or Pepsi?
Okay, so I've got to ask him the most important question. Do you have an Apple or Android? And do you drink Coke or Pepsi?
Right. If you let the conversation unfold naturally, those questions are going to come up. And you may or may not react because you didn't already talked about that other stuff before you came out on the date. Now,
okay, final answer.
Look, here's some questions more for more dates. If you get a second date and a third date, okay, you're just trying to get to the second date, so you don't want to, be too pushy. But and here's some other dates. Obviously, the ones related to the truth, but here's some. What medication are you on and what is it for?
Okay, that's the most important question to ask on a first date.
We're at the second date now.
Okay.
We got past
second.
Do you have any relatives in the mental hospital? What would I find if I clicked that, that button when you're on True People Search and you're searching the territory and it says if you want to search the criminal background, what would I find if I click that button and do a criminal background search on you? What? And see, that is going to determine whether or not this relationship is going to go anywhere. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
You didn't got all that other stuff before you even go out with the man. You don't need to know, how many baby mamas you got, how many is the kids gonna knock on my door. You didn't got all that out the way before you decided to go out on a date with this man.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Thank you, Lady
Coco,
Coco.
when do you ask about insurance and life insurance policies and things like that? That's later on down the line.
That's later on down. Because see, if you start, let me tell you this, and this is for real. This brother told me he was interested in this sister, and she started like right off talking about how soon can you put my name on your deed to your house, and what's your 401k looking like. Like he wasn't trying to hear that. That turned him all the way off. So
Right.
you got to play it. You got to play it right. You just got to let some stuff unfold. Women, we know. Sometimes we don't even know what we know, but we know when we know it.
Okay.
Just marinate on that for a minute. We know. So we don't know when we need to ask some questions unless you just super thirsty and you're going to ignore all the red flags. I can't help you if that's what you're going to do.
You can ignore the red flags. And that's true. Don't ignore them red flags. Please.
I can't even help you. I can't even help you. But we can have this conversation every time we do this segment. We can talk about this whole dating thing. I got something for you.
Well, there's a lot of questions related to that. But do you want me to go in the second question?
Yeah.
Lex?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Second question is, what has been your favorite interview on the DJ project?
I ain't fool enough to answer that question. Let's keep it moving. It's way too many to come up with a favorite. I'm in
the business. She's in the business. She can't answer.
Nobody's
like
fool. Okay, so they all been good. Let's just leave it.
Ooh, guess what Rosalind said? I got to say this. I'm sorry. I love me some chat. I love the audience.
Oh, yeah.
Rosalind said, first, and this is true nowadays, I need to see if you were born male or female.
Oh, see.
That's sad, but true.
That's true.
Isn't that crazy?
Now, that's going to come out during the course of the conversation. You're going to pick up on some things. So, I'm not touching that right now, okay?
Oh.
You know what, Mike? You act like you far from Atlanta. You right down the street, so I need some ATL questions. Don't make me get my car, dude.
All right, we got third and final question.
Mike said check the neck. That's what I'm talking about. That you ain't gonna have to ask certain things. You gonna know. But anyway, let's go. Let's keep it rolling. I got energy for one more question.
One more. Okay, this is a good one, I think. One of our viewers, and thank you, viewers, for all your questions, wants to know, I know men are supposed to be the aggressor or the pursuer in a relationship, but am I wrong if I go after the brother I want? I mean, I think he likes me, but I'm not sure, and it seems like he'll never say anything to me. I'm worried someone will snatch him before I do, but if I'm wrong, I'm afraid I'll be embarrassed.
You know what? Y'all be getting on my nerves sometimes with some of these questions. but okay, let's talk about it. She said, what'd she say again? She knows that the men are supposed to be the aggressors, the pursuers, but is she wrong if she goes after the brother she wants?
She thinks he likes her, and she's not sure because he hasn't said anything to her. But she knows, I guess he's a catch because she's worried somebody's going to snatch him up before she does. But if she tries and she's wrong, she's going to be too embarrassed.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a rhetorical question right here. I'm going to ask a rhetorical question, but I'm dead serious. Who said that men are supposed to be the aggressor or the pursuer in a relationship? Who said that? I'm just saying.
I think they should, but...
Uh-oh. That's a whole other topic.
You know, that's what you think.
That's
but
a whole nother topic.
That you know, are you breaking the law if you let a brother know that you're interested?
A lot of brothers don't like that. They're insulted by it.
But a lot of brothers do. Trust me. Brothers will tell me stuff because, you know, I'm married, so they know I don't want them, but they will tell me how they feel. They'll tell me they do like that.
So that even goes with the women are proposing nowadays. Do you agree with that too?
I ain't say all that. I ain't said all that. I'm not talking. We ain't at the proposal yet. Just like we still on date number 1. So
that's what it leads to. If she's doing all that,
but check it out. Do you know, let me just tell you this. Do you know how many sisters have missed out on a good brother because they sat back and waited?
Yeah.
Really?
I know for a fact that brothers would actually be relieved, you know, if a sister would approach him or indicate some interest in him, especially if she said she thinks he likes her. So he's done something to make her feel like that. So he would actually be relieved he would be relieved if she approached him and let him know, you know, the interest is mutual. Men are just as afraid of rejection as women are. They just be trying to play it off, but they don't like to get turned down either. And if the man does get snatched up by another sister, isn't it because that sister took a chance and stepped up to him? He can't get snatched if nobody came up to him and said something. So let me just tell you a real life experience. This is for real. I was at the Tuesday night meeting one time, and I'm in the bathroom, and this young brother came to visit. He was fine, y'all. And so I'm in the bathroom, and this sister comes in the bathroom, and she's all stressed out because she's like, oh, you know, I'd give anything to let that brother notice me. And I just looked at her. I said, why can't you just go up and meet him? Who's stopping you? Who's saying you can't go introduce yourself? And she had a really cute, unusual first name. I said, there's your icebreaker right there. Go tell him your name. He gonna want to know what the story is with that name, and bam, you already in. I said, nobody is stopping you from doing that. And so, and now I'm gonna get real personal with this. I ain't gonna put out all my business, but I'm gonna get real personal. When Betta and I, before we got together, I lived 200 miles away from LA, but I noticed that when I would visit my sister's hall where he was going, there was all these sisters, and they was just in the cut waiting on him to notice them, you know. And I came for a visit, and I'm looking like, okay, why is everybody stepping back, waiting on him to notice them? They trying to be his mama's friend, his sister's friend. I got plenty of time to get to know his mom and his sister. I ain't interested in them right now. Anyway, I digress. I came for a visit one time. We ended up at the same gathering one Sunday. It was a bon voyage gathering for him. He was getting ready to leave with another brother on a trip to Hawaii. So for once, we had a chance to say more than hi. I went back home and I sent him a card. I did not wait for him to remember me. I sent him a card, and all the card says was, thank you for making my visit a little nicer than it would have been. That's all I said. Next thing I know, I get a card back. Because, you know, back in the day, it was card. It wasn't no email, text, and FaceTime. It was old school. Letters, phone calls, cards. That's all we had, okay? But I get a card back, and now he's asking me, well, what did I do to make your visit much better? I said, okay, here we go. Anyway, I answered back. And the rest, as they say, is history. But it all started with me taking a little bit of initiative. So, you know, them other sisters that was at the hall in the cut, they gave me some serious hateration. Let me tell you, ooh, Lord. But, you know, that ain't on me that you didn't close the deal. That ain't on me that you sitting back. That ain't on me that I came 200 miles away and said, hey, to Michael Morris. You know what I mean? So it ain't my fault. It's their fault. So sisters, quit stepping back. Quit being in the cut. Quit waiting for him to read your mind.
I gotta say something, because honestly, and I see in the chat too, you know, you can look halfway sideways at a brother, you know, and they're scared that if you do that, oh, she likes me, or because they said hi. They act like all they have to do is be nice to us. And I think somebody put, we'll go wig shopping or some junk to where you're already married. I'm like, I'm just trying to be nice back. And they're acting like just because they're nice and I be nice back that I want them or whatever.
But go back to the first part. Go back to the first part. I think he likes me. So he's done something to indicate to her that, I'm kind of feeling you. Maybe let's see if we can, let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening.
You know what though, CoCo? I gotta say this. I mean, I'm married now, but once upon a time I was single. Not all sisters. Some sisters, you can see them at the call. You can shake their hand and be like, "Hey, sister, how you doing today?" And have a 5-minute conversation. And in her mind, y'all dating.
Well, you know what?
That's what makes me mad. That's what they think. And it's like, why can't we just be like, that was a nice conversation, end of story, whatever. Why they act like, we think we're in love and dating? Now, see, I'm Steven Zeno. Zeno in the chat says, a real man knows what he wants and he goes after it. I mean, no, I'm not saying I said that or agree with it, so to speak, but I understand that mentality. A man knows what he wants and he goes after it.
Look, did I say go up to the brother and say, I want to be your wife? Did I say go up and then the whisper song is playing in the background, I'm going to make you my wife? I ain't say all that.
That wasn't good. That was just a little
let the brother know you're interested. Now, if he doesn't reciprocate, okay, nothing gained, nothing lost. You know what I'm saying?
But let him know. So that your answer to this sister is that
let him know.
Now, if he doesn't like her or he starts feeling like, I was just nice and now she think I like her and now she's embarrassed. That's what she's afraid of.
She ain't embarrassed. She gonna figure out that he don't like her. And if she ain't crazy, she gonna let it go and she ain't gonna stalk him. You know what I mean?
Okay, so how did she get over trying to be?
Y'all making it like way more complicated than it needs to be. You really are making it really more complicated than it needs to be. If you, indicate that you like somebody, I ain't saying stalk him. I'm just saying you putting the little spark right there. Now, if it don't turn into a fire, sometimes, stuff ain't meant to be. But let me just say this. Going back to my story, Betta never did take that Bon Voyage trip. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, you gotta be you gotta be like Norbit. You gotta be like Norbit. You got a girlfriend. You do now.
And check it out. There was a sister there that if she had played her cards right,
that's horrible.
It would have been a different end to our story. But she was too busy trying to be his sister's friend. And his sister was crazy. I love you, baby, but your sister was crazy. His sister was crazy. And so he said, if she trying to be my sister's friend, that's the worst move she could have made. So I'm not trying to be your sister's friend. I'm trying to be your friend. So I'm just like, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it moving. Let the man know how you feel and go on about your business. And like Zeno said, if the man likes that move, you're not going to ever have to ask him again if there's something that can jump off here. That's my time, y'all. Remember, if you want to hear the truth, ask CoCo. That's all I'm saying.
There ain't nothing about that. Wow, stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine. That's true. All right, that can't hurt. Let them know and keep it pushing.
Keep it simple, y'all. Keep it simple, y'all. Complicating these relationships.
Thank you, CoCo. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I love you guys for sending those questions. Keep them coming. We have just as much fun thinking how you're thinking as we do talking about it right now.